Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. This is the 4-hour scale of silver priced in US dollars, and as you know, I consider that we are now in a correction fourth wave. In silver it could be different. It could be that it's a second wave, but the correction is on a weekly scale. Which means that do not expect silver suddenly to shoot above 30 in the coming week. That is extremely unlikely. If it does shoot above 30, it's probably going to be a trap. If it does make it above 30, it's going to be a trap. It's going to come back. I do not expect a persistent push above 30 right now. I don't think it's ready. In the case of silver, I want to quickly show you the daily, and our idea is that this is an entire move. Okay, if I'm wrong and I have to subdivide it differently, then this is a fourth wave, and a fourth wave, as far as I can see, that is not scheduled, if you like, by the logic of the pattern, is not scheduled to finish within 2 or 3 days. So I do see the decline here as one element, which is composed of an ABC. So that's my A. Okay, do you see the A right here? And I think that now we're working on a complex B, after which expect a decline C. And if we're in a triangle, then it's going to essentially be like that, yeah. And I'll have to modify the wave count going back here. But right now, let's jump to the 60-minute scale and have a look what Mr. Silver has in mind for us. One thing that I already highlighted, and I told you, the fact that it ran back up towards this level tells us that this is unlikely to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm right in reading it in such a way, then it means that this is not around the corner. Okay, it's unlikely to do that for the simple fact that if this is an ABC, the rebound here is telling you that that's a bottom for now, and we are building another ABC. It's just that in the case of silver, as opposed to gold, you will see it's much more complex. I think it's almost certain that this is an ABC. This is an A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a C. So it could be that this is an X, meaning you're going to have a structure of an A, B, C, X, and then that will be another A, B, and a C, and that will be the end of the B on this scale. It could also be, of course, that the X that I think ended here would end somewhere here, or even the B that I thought ended here will end somewhere here. When you start dealing with a correction is not such a straightforward movement as you have when you deal with an impulse wave. An impulse wave is a lot easier to label. It's a lot easier to identify. When you go down the jungle of ABCs here, my advice to you, don't try to be too dogmatic. Don't try to be too dogmatic. Stay extremely flexible, because if you think that corrections are going to be a simple thing and we're going to ride through them, just a few lateral movements and that's it, then you are very wrong. Especially if you are aiming for high precision, you're trading it very short term, correction can drive you nuts. So my advice to you right now, I think that the silver stands a chance of stabilizing here, and we are, in my opinion, most likely going to see it attempting, perhaps towards the end of the week, attempting to rally towards 28.5, 29. As I said, going to 30 is not out of question, but I don't expect a sustainable move above 30. And I would take any surge that will start from this base, I would take it as a trap. Meaning I would consider it as a trap. I wouldn't rush in to buy. Yes, and if I'm long, or if you have options, and you are lucky to see silver, you are lucky to see silver being able, and I think it will be able to mount a rally above this level, yeah, then start considering getting rid of your options or getting rid of your longs. If you're a trader, on the short-term scale, you want to get out. There's always possibility that I'm wrong and it's going to fly through and it's going to absolutely explode. So what? So what? You will have a chance to get back in. But what is more important, if you entered here or you entered here, you want to at least protect your profits. Yeah, you don't want to fall asleep and then it finishes with a B and it comes back and says, oh, wait a minute. I had some nice profits here. They're all gone. They're all gone and you're probably not going to see them so soon, because what it's going to do, it's going to, after a small bounce from support that is evidently here, it's going to go there. And you're going to be upset, and we have no assurance that it's not going to break this substantially, yeah, at around 23.50. So my advice to you, I think that we should take any lateral movement here right now as constructive, positive short term, a bounce, an opportunity for us to actually liquidate short term longs and say goodbye, and it is likely to come back. Now this is the chart of gold priced in US dollar. That's the daily, and I've got it here as a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 3, so that's a fourth wave. On the weekly scale we are set now to go sideways here for quite some time, and you can see that gold is weaker than silver. It's very apparent because silver already managed to bounce back to this level, to the relative level in its chart. It managed to run there, you remember, and gold is still buried around here. But I do think there is scope for gold to continue higher short term, and it's in the process of delivering the B. We had an A. I suspect that's the end of our A. That's our B in process. Then we will have our C, D, E, and when all of this is done, and that's going to take quite a few weeks, could take us even towards the end of September. Yeah, could take us towards the end of September, and then continuing higher. I'm going to show you here the 60 minutes. The most negative and dramatic interpretation for gold, which I do not favor at this point, is to treat this as a potential 1-2. That's 3. That's going to end up being a triangle fourth wave, and it's going to crash under the low registered here, 1862. I do not favor this one. I do not think it is likely, okay? But if it does happen and it does break through 1905.8, you have to assume that that's probably what is happening, meaning that we are going to break the low here. It is certainly almost going to smash the low, I would say 100%, if it breaks through my red line that comes at 1887, because I think there'll be no support left. Already here it is very, very dangerous for the longs at 1905 if this doesn't hold. But what I think is more likely to happen is that it will stabilize here and go up, where we're going to take this on the hourly as an A, B, C behind us. So that's our A. And in fact, what's happening now, it is going to work on completing our triangle B. Now pay attention, this is our A, and then we had an ABC which gave us an A. We have an ABC which gave us a B. Do you see? Gave us a B. And then we have a C, D, E. That was left from previous alternative that I should take out so it doesn't confuse you. That's an A, then an A, B, C, D, E, like that. That gives you a B, and up you go for the C. So if this interpretation is going to play out as I'm showing you, and suppose that the triangle B is going to end here, okay, it's just a supposition. It ends here at around 1944. Equality between the C and the A would lift gold towards 2032. Extension obviously will take it much higher. Let me jump to the 4-hour scale. So equality will take it to 2032.19. An extension would take it above the previous high, 2086.53. Is it possible for gold to actually go above the previous high and still keep the idea of the fourth wave ongoing? Absolutely, it can definitely do that. It can definitely do that, and in fact that will be a trap. That will be really quite a trap for the longs if they jump on board here and go long, because it's going to slump back all the way to the upsloping rising support line here. You see that? It's going to almost certainly break down to 1920, 1900. It could be a good situation if it rallies there to actually sell. I mean, trade this with options. Okay, you limit your risk, but you can get into a situation if you get a big reversal, you could make quite a lot on the options. Okay, so that is my idea for gold. I'm going to jump to the 5-minute scale, believe it or not, because I want to show you why I think that there is scope for further. You see what happened in the very last session here on Friday. It came down, and I think that what you see here is very likely part of a preparation to go higher. Yes, that's the 5 minutes. I think that it finished a pattern that we have seen here. It swung back up, and I do take this as a first leg. Let's go to the 1-minute scale. It is fascinating. And why on earth can't we take this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5? Why not? Why not? So that's an A. And evidently it's working on a triangle. A, B, C, as I put here. A, B, C, D. So gold opening and not doing much, let's say for a few hours. Very quiet. Okay, holding around here, that's now the 5 minutes. Holding around here at 1940, 1940, 1946. Just going sideways and then shooting higher. We know what it's doing. This is an A, that's a B, that's a C, that's going to be our D. Okay, don't get lost. Jump quickly back to the bigger scale. Now that's the hourly. You might want to take a print screen of this one, so it gives you the roadmap. If I'm right on track here, so we are now working on delivering the D, and that means another 2 days, perhaps. Yeah, two, 3 trading days of not doing much around here, and that's it. And then there'll be some sort of trigger, and it's going to lift its head. It's going to rally. Some details about my service currently at 50% off for first-time users. You need to go on my website. The homepage is right here. It's Wave Mastery, www.wavemastery.com. Yeah, wavemastery in one word.com. That takes you to the homepage. You can scroll down, look through some things that I've written here, some recommendations from past users and current users, and that is essentially the offer currently open only to first-time subscribers. Okay, so there is the daily service, daily videos that are preceded by a trial, so you can take the trial for 1 week, and at the end of that, if you're happy, you do nothing, you go on to the plan of half price. Essentially 79 presents half price of the normal price, and that will be good for 1 year. That means 12 payments of 79. If you want to watch just the weekend videos, then you go for this one, and it does give you access to the weekend videos, and I often also insert a video as a bonus midweek, just to keep you on track, to see a little bit where things are moving, because sometimes 1 week of full price action is a lot, and the wave count can change, especially if you're a short-term trader. You really want to know what's happening. So that is essentially the situation. If you decide to go, for example, for the daily videos, you click here. It takes you to the page where it explains to you. You should read that. It explains to you what is covered, etc., etc. If you like what you read, you click here, subscribe. It takes you to PayPal, because my paying system is through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal. You can see you have the trial at $9.99. That's for the first 7 days. As I said, if you like what you see, do nothing. It just goes automatically. If you don't like, you can cancel. Or if you don't know how to cancel, or you have any doubt, you have any question, you can write to me, of course. Once you go through and you pay, you come back, PayPal will send you back to my website to fill in your profile details, choose your login, and once you do that, you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You know, you take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you are not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you're interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year. But you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. Use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos, okay? So you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now, I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here, chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there's plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still the information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very, very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it. You'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me, and wishing you a great trading week. Bye now.